If you have a problem, guys, with recording the session, please let me know. I can stop it at any time. But most probably I'll not be able to upload it in Ms. Radu. Ines, yes, we started. So anyone else has any?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes. If they told me you have to prepare for young learners a demo, what should I care about in preparing, and how can I present it appropriately?
Okay, so whether they are like for young students or for older ones, what they care about the most, or like professional places, if we're talking about a professional place, they don't just care about you talking or the teacher talking more than the students, but they want to see how the lesson will go or the lesson steps and how many skills can you involve in a short time. Like, are you going to teach? Because some teachers, for example, they only focus on teaching grammar, and the whole lesson is about the teacher. Like, I have seen some of the demos in our workshops, so the teacher would spend the whole 10 or 15 minutes talking or teaching grammar, but we do not allow the students or give them the time to practice or make role plays or write something or get feedback. So it's always better to focus on the lesson plan steps. So that's what the professional people will be looking for. If you don't know how to make a demo or you don't know the lesson plan steps, you can check our channel. We have so many courses related to making a demo in each skill, like reading, listening, speaking, writing, vocab, and grammar, like the main skills or the soft skills. And you will find samples for the demos, and you will know how to integrate all of them together. It's really important to integrate the skills together, because even if we're given a conversation class or a speaking session, they will not be just looking for speaking all the time, because the students need to get an input. So it's better to give like a reading, to give vocab, to give just a small grammar practice, so that the students will have the ability to to make a role play at the end, or to write something. And it's not about how big it is. It doesn't matter, like if you're teaching 10 minutes, so it's like given each step like maybe a minute or 2 minutes, but it will be like a complete lesson, because this is a demo. It's like, guys, when you are like buying a product and the salesperson tells you like you can check the product, or you can get a demo or a version of it to try it. If you like it, you're going to buy it. It's the same idea. We're teachers. We're not products. We're not selling products, but we're selling a service. So the demo for us is like showing a part of what we can do inside the class. So if we can do it well in the 10 minutes, 15 or 30 minutes, then they are going to buy our service for the whole academic year, for example. Amri, you're asking in the chat box about a site to help you collect some ideas for the lead-in for different classes. I do not have a specific website for a lead-in. However, on the channel, in the online teaching section, we have a video talking about how to search for activities online. You might like to check this video and let me know how it went with you, so that you can like find an activity that's suitable to your, the student's level and the material you're teaching and everything. Okay, anyone else has a question? Or you need me to elaborate on any of the points I mentioned? Ines, you're saying you're using a cell phone. Where is it? What do you mean by where is it? Where is the video, or where is what? Guys, can I call you by your name, or do you prefer me to call you with a title? Because I really don't know what to do. This is like always an awkward situation. I don't know your age, and I don't know what you like. So would you prefer that we call each other by name, like, like Basma, Ahmed, Muhammad, and so on, or do you prefer a title? like Mr. and Miss?
My name.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Ali. Well, I don't have a
You're
problem with both of them because it's just like some people get really upset when they are not called by a title, and I don't want to make you upset. Thank you, Shuru. Right. Okay, so we will call each other by our names. If anyone doesn't feel comfortable with this, please let me know. All right, so who else has any question I could be of help with? Mona, you're saying, although I took TEFL before and have some experience in teaching, I still have a huge fear when it comes to the demo. This is very normal. Anyone who's going to have a demo is going to be really scared because psychologically we feel we're going to be judged as people, not just as teachers. So the best practice that we can do is that we can go to as many demos as possible. It's not going to reduce the fear. I mean, like, I still get panic attacks when I have like public speaking opportunities, but at least we will have the chance to, you know, like to practice it, and we feel confident about our skill, even if we feel like our heart is, you know, going crazy from the inside, but it's going to help us feel, you know, like we're used to that. Can you hear me well, guys?
Yes.
All right. When I also have problems when I have a big lesson and I have to present in 15 minutes. Okay. Right, we can, if you feel like stuck or the place is not professional and they have given you a big lesson, Yamuna, and you don't know what to do in 15 minutes. So we can like make a workaround is that you teach something out of everything. Like, for example, they have 10 vocabulary and they have listening and they have speaking and reading and writing and all of that, and so many exercises in this lesson. So what you can do is that you can, well, it's a little bit, you know, like we're working around it, is that you're taking a sample of each thing and you're delegating the rest to the assignments, or you're asking the students, like you have 2 listenings in the lesson. So you can do one in the demo in the class, and the other one you can ask them to prepare it or to make it as a homework. Because, you know, like, let's be also like, you know, frank, some places, unfortunately, they just throw a lot of like big lessons on the teacher, and they just ask them to like to keep teaching all of that in 15 minutes. So what will happen is that the teacher talking time, I don't know if you're familiar with this or not, but there is the teacher talking time and the student talking time. As a teacher, I'm not supposed, like an English teacher inside the class, I'm not supposed to talk more than 20% in the class, for example. So what I should do is that I will, you know, like I will try to make my students practice most of the time, so they will take 80%. So if I got like extra material I have to be presenting, so it's better like just to delegate it to the assignment. And if they asked you in the interview, after that, why didn't you teach all of that? You can tell them, for example, you're following like a flipped class approach, or you're trying to make the students become autonomous learners. You want them to practice at home. So you can just find a diplomatic answer, like teaching relevant to impress them. Because I have some of the teachers who attended my workshops, when they went to, when they learned how to make the demo and everything, and then they went to the interview. So the supervisor was not really like someone who knows a lot about teaching. So when the teacher, and she was a fresh grad, by the way, she started to talk using the terminology in teaching, you know, she started telling her about like I'm using this approach or this methodology, and the supervisor got impressed that she knows what she's doing inside the class. So this is what matters, is that when you go and do something inside the class or in the demo, to show that you're doing what you're doing for a reason, not just like I'm playing games just because games are fun. No, because there is a methodology behind that. I hope I've answered that question. We have another question from Basma. Hi, Basma, you got my name. Let me read it. If I have a demo in an international school, could you tell me what is the appropriate lesson to present? Is that grammar to show my abilities, or it doesn't matter? I don't know if you were here like from a while, Basma, but we sort of answered this question. To recap it, If they haven't asked you, I think I should like, give me a second to, okay, so I'm going to log the meeting because just like we have a good number now. Okay, Basma. We said that it doesn't really matter. You're trying to show your abilities as a teacher and you're following the lesson plan steps. And we said you can check the demos and the courses on our channel to help you with that and to see some samples for different demos, whether you're teaching online or offline, or you're required to send a video, for example. And you just like try to make the students practice as much as you can, like 20-80 rule. Like you speak 20%, they speak 80%, and you try to integrate different skills in the lesson. And that's for your question. All right, we have Abla, right? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Because for a second there, I thought it's like Abla Basma and stuff. I'm taking TEFL and I passed 6 TPs, okay. But my next two will be in front of real intermediate students, not only my colleagues. I'm very stressed because I have trust issues when it comes to public speaking or direct contact with students, especially when my tutor is sitting there to observe me. All right, okay. All right, Abla, don't worry about it. Everyone will have this feeling or this concern or this anxiety, even including your tutor. You have to remember that even your tutor or your teacher trainer or anybody, even if they have like, you know, like 50 years of experience, when they are in a situation where they have to be judged or skills will be judged, they will also feel nervous. So if your tutor is like a nice person or you have like a good rapport with one another, you have to remember that they are there to help you, to observe you. Well, like mainly is that they are there just to help you get better, not to attack you or not to deduct scores. Well, hopefully your tutor is like this. And if they are not like this, you got a responsibility for yourself as a trainee, or, you know, like when we are in any course. And by the way, guys, this is something that like everyone might be having a problem with, is that when we attend a course and our teacher trainer or our, you know, supervisor or anyone who is from like a higher level, when it comes to like academically or something, we usually feel threatened. And when they, if any of them treated us badly, we somehow suppress our feelings about it. But what we can do about it is that we go to them like before the TP or before like the teaching practice or the demo or whatever we're doing, and we tell them that for me to feel comfortable inside the class, I just need you to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can discuss this with them. Don't let anybody, you know, like talk to you badly or make you feel uncomfortable, because this will affect your self-confidence. So you can stand up to yourself in a nice and gentle and professional way. Like do not go and attack them. Like let's say that the teacher trainer or the tutor or whoever attends your class and they always make you feel uncomfortable. They give you like negative facial expressions. They interfere inside the class. They if you are wrong about something, they might embarrass you inside the class. So if you have seen this situation happening, it's okay, don't blame yourself. It's their fault, not your fault. And later on after the class, you can tell them, I would really appreciate it, Mr. X, if you would not, you know, if you would give me like some positive facial expressions. Don't tell them that, don't give me negative facial expressions, because this is like attacking them. So just tell them what you need them to do. Like give me, like you can smile to me, or if I have done a mistake, I would appreciate it if you discuss it with me after the class, not in front of the students, because it makes things more complicated to me. Because I really know some people who have gone through really bad situations, and some of them actually fainted in the class because of the stress. So we don't want to do this to ourselves in any way. It's going to affect your career for a very long time. Please, guys, when I answer a question, if you still feel like you didn't get my point, or I haven't given my explanation in like organized way, or you need me to elaborate, please don't hesitate to ask me to rephrase. you're saying, how can we teach reading to primary stage while they're different, they have different levels in English? All right. I would like to recommend like a couple of our courses on the channel to help you with this. First, we have a course on how to teach reading. So this is going to provide you with the lesson plan steps for the reading lesson plan in general. And you can also check a course on classroom management while we're talking about one of them. I don't remember. I think it was in the problems and solutions course. And